Welcome to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up for the week of October 27th to November 3rd. Town Administrator Richard Brown said he has given the selectmen two options they can choose from that will impact how much people pay in taxes this fiscal year. With one of the options, there would be no tax increase. With the other option, he said there would be a modest tax increase of 2.5%. One option that Brown will give the selectmen is to insert $2.7525 million into the tax levy. Putting that amount of money into the tax levy would mean no tax increase for the average residential property owner. Brown said $1 million of that money would come from the town's overlay account and the rest would come from free cash, which is money left over from prior year's budgets, unanticipated revenue, such as receiving more money from the excise tax than usual, and one-time revenues. Brown said the other option would be to put $1.215 million into the tax levy, which would result in that 2.5% tax increase. The issue will be addressed at the special town meeting on December 6th, starting at 6 p.m. at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School, when residents will vote on the recommendation that the selectmen make. Residents Lynn Barabee and Lisa Marks are organizing a Winterfest for the town that will be held at the Slades Ferry Park on December 5th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Barabee said the event is going to include someone dressed up as the Grinch who will take photos with children and tell the story of the Grinch who stole Christmas each hour, a tree for each school to decorate with ornaments, students walking around caroling, a tree lighting at 5 p.m., and gingerbread cookies that can be decorated for a small charge. She said extra ornaments will also be provided for children to put on trees. Barabee said other activities could be planned for the event between now and December 5th. A holiday festival donation account is being set up for those who would like to contribute to help pay for the event. The Somerset Economic Development Committee on Tuesday night talked to developer Alex Stylos about how the former Wilbur School property can be developed. Stylos is the owner of the property. He said he is still planning on putting apartments into the building. Other ideas that were discussed for that building and property included a performing arts center, 55 and over housing, restaurant, dentist's office, office space, and others. In order to put businesses on the property, it would have to be rezoned, which requires an approval at a town meeting. The Somerset Berkeley Education Foundation on Tuesday passed out grants to teachers in Somerset and Berkeley schools that are worth about $28,000. Some of the projects they will be used for include a virtual September 11th museum, a digital photography project tied into the vision of the graduate at the high school, tablets for drawing and art classes, a field trip to the Cambridge Innovation Center in Providence, and for the establishment of a future health professionals chapter at the high school. The Education Foundation provides money for projects that are not funded in the operational budget of the schools. In assessing applications for grants, the foundation looks for innovative and creative ideas to bring education to a higher level in the local schools. Much of the money raised for the grants came from a recent road race and an online trivia night. Out of the two most recent estimates for the new Somerset Middle School project, the lowest estimate came in at $2.1 million higher than the construction budget for the project. Project manager Daniel Tavares said the reasons for the increase have to do with the cost of concrete, steel, and copper that have been brought on by the pandemic, as well as increased costs for labor. The Somerset Middle School Building Committee on Monday discussed what items they can cut out of the budget in order to make up for that increase. One of the items that was suggested to be cut that the committee did not support was protective glass for the safety and security of students. Construction of the new school is scheduled to start next summer, with the new building opening in September of 2024. Over $1 million in damage was caused to tanks at the Somerset sewer plant on Walker Street. Water and Sewer Superintendent Paul Sylvia said the cause of the damage is under investigation. He said it was not caused by sewer plant employees. Water and Sewer Commission Chair Scott O'Brien said that as of right now, the bills to fix the tanks will go to the sewer department's insurance company. Harold Gracia, the plant operator for the sewer plant, said the sewer plant remained in compliance with environmental regulations for what can be discharged into the Taunton River after the tanks were damaged. In sports, millions of people from around the country were mourning the loss of former Red Sox player and announcer Jerry Remy, but the Rem Dog had a special meaning to Somerset residents because he grew up in town on Glendale Avenue, just a short walk from the baseball fields at the Southfield complex where he played with kids like Hank Veloso and Brian Sullivan. Veloso said it was a big thing in Somerset when Remy was called up to play for the California Angels. He said his father put a banner on the front of his liquor store, and there was an informal parade in town when Remy was brought up to the Angels. When they were kids, he said Remy was always the one getting the big hit in baseball games. He said Remy was a fierce competitor who hated to lose in any sport he played. While some may have saw him as quiet and introverted, Veloso said the people who knew Remy personally knew that he was funny and outgoing, such as could be seen on the broadcasts of the Red Sox games with Don Orsillo. Sullivan said Remy and Somerset High School baseball team manager Greg Gotham used to have staring contests on the bus on the way back from road games that had their teammates rolling in the aisles. Sullivan said Remy would come to his father's baseball camp to give instruction to kids for free and give the most unbelievable bunting demonstrations to them. Red Sox fans are talking about renaming New Jersey Street in Boston, which is a street near Fenway Park, in Remy's name. The Somerset Berkeley Regional High School Unified Basketball Team defeated Dighton Rehoboth 64-36 at Veterans Memorial Gymnasium on Wednesday. The SBRHS Unified Basketball Team has not lost a game in 3 years. Unified Basketball includes youths with and without intellectual disabilities playing on the same team with each other against other schools. The program that is sponsored by Special Olympics and ESPN helps to break down stereotypes of youth with intellectual disabilities in a fun way. The SBRHS team also celebrated its seniors at halftime of the game on Wednesday. They include Kate Coughlin, Keegan Hamblett, Amber Martin, Corey Mercer, and Ethan Terra. 2 Somerset Berkeley Regional High School cross-country runners earned medals in the South Coast Conference Championships on Monday. They included Aiden Montag, who finished in 6th place overall in the race with a time of 16 minutes and 55 seconds, and Jack Hansen, who finished in 15th place overall with a time of 17 minutes and 54 seconds. The race was run at Apponequet Regional High School. At the Somerset Berkeley Education 5K road race and fun run on Saturday, Jack Hansen was the overall male winner in the 5K race with a time of 19 minutes and 40 seconds, and Lauren Rothwell was the overall female winner with a time of 22 minutes and 36 seconds. Ryan Silverman, a 2019 graduate of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School, is the co-captain of the Brown University Quidditch team. Silverman and the Brown squad came to Teamworks on Lees River Avenue in Somerset on Saturday, along with teams from Harvard, Tufts, Rutgers, Brandeis, and others to play in a Quidditch tournament. A lot of people may be familiar with the sport through the Harry Potter books. Silverman said he thinks the Brown team probably can qualify for the national championships if the regional tournament that was recently canceled is rescheduled. Silverman is a junior at Brown, where he is studying computer engineering. Thank you for tuning in to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up. We will see you next week with news from around Somerset.